What's happening, YouTube? Sorry, I'm trying to start this video with a little elegance, shall we say. Uh, Although there's really nothing elegant about it. I don't know why I'm beating around the bush, but sobriety, right? Staying sober. Fuck. It's another one of those videos I don't want to make. I'm good with the booze. Of course, the fucking heat's kicking on. I'm good with the booze for the most part, right? Because the thought of getting drunk really turns my stomach. The only attraction to alcohol is comfortably numb. Booze makes you comfortably numb. It's like Novocaine. You just don't feel when you're fucking drunk. Till you drink too much, and then you're fucked, right? Then you feel everything times 10, and you can't stop. You can't stop. You can't turn it off. The booze doesn't go away. You gotta wait for it to wear off. And that's hours. So for hours you're stewing, and you're feeling everything times 10. But before you get there, there's a place. I call it comfortably numb. You're just fucking numb to the world. Fuck it, I don't fucking care anymore. So, when it comes to addiction, I get it, right? To be comfortably numb is better to be than be in pain. But it isn't. It's the aftermath, right? Whether it's booze, pills, powder, shit you squirt in your arm with a fucking needle, whatever. Any of that shit. You know, for me, it was booze. Yeah, I fucked with all that other crap for a quick minute here and there, but I never had no monkey on my back with dope. Unless you count pot, and that to me isn't dope. Anyway, addiction, sobriety, consequences. See, that's what keeps me sober, consequences. Because I'm too smart to get in trouble. I'd already been in trouble many times if I was fucking stupid. But fortunately for me, I was born with a little bit of an IQ. Sometimes, right? I know there's a handful of people that are worried that I might fall off the wagon, right? Because shit's pretty fucking heavy for me. And it could get a lot worse. I understand that, right? I've prepared myself. I'm, hoping for good things, but I've been kicked in the nuts so many times in life that my cup is cracked, you feel me? So I'm very careful now about getting kicked in the nuts. I have to keep my distance to a certain extent. Otherwise it hurts too much. Like I said about my little dog. I had to mentally prepare for the inevitability that one day she's not going to be here. I said this in another video. When my grandmother passed away, my mom had a nervous breakdown. When my grandfather passed away, my mom had a nervous breakdown. When my mother died, my brother Paul, who is now dead, he had a nervous breakdown. That's my world. Mom was a drinker. My brother was a drinker. My other brother was a drinker. I was a drinker. When my brother Paul went off the deep end when my mom died, he was living in East Palo Alto. Go look up East Pali. You want to talk about a tough neighborhood? My brother walked around in East Palo Alto looking for crack with a .32 caliber pistol in his pocket and said, if anybody robs me, I'm gonna fucking shoot him. He was crazy. When my mom died, my brother went crazy. And then he actually ended up in the funny farm, right? He was stuck at Sequoia Hospital psych ward for weeks. Once the 72-hour hold was up, he said, fuck you, I want to stay. I'm broken. So, I stay sober. Sobriety is everything for me right now. Right? There's no way I'll backslide. I don't even want to excuse me. I would love to smoke a cigarette, but I can't. I won't even backslide on tobacco right now. As a matter of fact, I got one foot out the door giving up weed. I just don't have it in me to fucking let that go right now. But soon, very soon. I don't want nothing over my head no more. Nothing. Zero. I want to be crystal clear in my thoughts. 24/7 for what's coming. I don't want to be cloudy. I'd rather be in pain than cloudy right now. That's why I say, I'm safe in my little cocoon here right now. I don't leave my house. I stay here all day, every day. I ain't kidding. Yeah, I go outside in the backyard, go across the street, grab the mail, whatever, go for a drive in the car. I don't get out and walk into the post office or the grocery store. I have no contact, zero. Little tiny bit with the neighbor. And I've even limited that quite a bit now. I got things to do. I can't afford to be laying in a hospital trying to fight this fucking virus. Just saying. And so for me to get drunk and stupid, go to the liquor store, go buy some cigarettes, so I could get numb, don't make a lot of sense for somebody who's got half a fucking brain. And that I do. And then some. Trust me. So anyway, more journalings. And you should heed my warning when it comes to sobriety right now. You don't want to be fucked up. You don't want to be addicted, and you don't want to be foggy-headed if things don't get better, right? And your life will never get better if you're fucking blowing it. Trust me. I'm very grateful I quit drinking. My behavior is crystal clear in my head, how I behave when I drink. Right to the last time I drank, I remember it crystal clear. I could have been in the backyard boxing it up with somebody I considered a dear friend. And one of us would have been in the hospital or dead, and the other one in jail or prison, whatever. It would have been nasty. Nasty, nasty. Just saying. So it was like, fuck, dude, you're an idiot, man. Look what could have happened because you were drinking. If you weren't drinking, that wouldn't happen. So sobriety is very important to me. So anybody that's worried about Johnny's sobriety, don't. I'm so steadfast, it's not even funny. In fact, quite the opposite. Like I said, I don't even fucking want to smoke weed. It doesn't even get me stoned anymore. I'm so fucking keyed up now. It doesn't help me sleep. I smoked the shit out of weed last night. 2 hours of sleep, maybe, if I was lucky. It doesn't even put me out. And I don't like fucking with melatonin because it's a pill. And it don't work for very long either. So, you know, I just gotta toe the line, right? Man up. Fuck it. Exercise harder. Get more tired. I'll sleep. That's the problem. Been mind fucking myself and I've been too lazy. I need to do more physical work, more physical activity. I need to work out more. I need to be more physically active and I'll feel better. I need to be prepared for whatever is coming. And I suggest you do the same. And sobriety needs to be at the top of that fucking list. I'm telling you. Just saying. And if you're fucking blowing it, you know it. And you know I'm right. Even if you're only blowing it a little bit, you still know I'm fucking right. And at the bare minimum, you shouldn't be fucking around until the weekend at least. But I have a feeling too many of you motherfuckers are without a job, and a 6-pack of beer is too easy and too cheap to get. Slippery slopes, homie. That comfortably numb turns into a fucking demon from hell. Trust me. You'll be sleeping with the fucking devil himself. You keep drinking. Just saying. Tough love, motherfucker. 'Cause I lived it. I had that motherfucker in my bed. Mind fucking me all night long. All night long. Because I couldn't fucking put down the bottle. I learned, fuck, I'll never go through that again. I'll never share my bed with that motherfucker ever again. Trust me. That's how serious I take my sobriety. It's pretty graphic. But it's like that for me, right? Has to be. It's the reason I follow Wes Watson, right? I need a motherfucker yelling and cussing at me. It's what works for me, right? I heard a lot of yelling and cussing as a kid. That's normal behavior for me. Sorry, that's the life I grew up in. So I have to tone it down for y'all. You know, when I just talk my shit, it's pretty bad. I think most people have to turn it off. They can't handle the way I talk when I just talk myself. So I try to clean it up for y'all. I do. Act a little more mature, a little more educated, a little less angry. But, you know, like I said, sometimes anger is my lover. It helps me get through. And other times, it's the devil himself. I get it, right? Slippery slopes. It's kind of tough. But you gotta stay focused, stay grateful. And all this shit will pass. But if you don't stay sober, you might not get that chance, I'm telling you. My friend is in ICU with a tube down his throat because of fentanyl. Still don't know if he did it by accident. Don't know the details, and I don't fucking care. He's hanging on by his fingernails because of fentanyl. So I'll never, ever, 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 ever do powder again. Ever. I mean, it's been a long time. But the fact that there are many people out there that when you get drunk, you go look for a bump. And for people that aren't drinkers and don't know what a bump is, it means when you have too much alcohol and you're too fuzzy-headed and dizzy and feel like you're going to throw up, you look for some drug dealer with cocaine to sell you some cocaine so that you could snort it, so that it will sober you up, so that you can keep drinking some more, so that you can snort some more cocaine. Doesn't that sound like fun to you? Oh, it was a lot of fun for me. Not. Sobriety. So you weekend warriors, go get a little hammered and do a bump? Go for it, motherfucker. See where it ends up, dog. You think I'm fucking kidding? My boy's in ICU. Fuck you. Go do your fucking bump, asshole. 'Cause guess what? From what I hear now, good luck. You better test it first. My friend was known to do a bump. Just saying. I don't know the details. I don't fucking care. I'm praying that he survives. I don't know. Stay sober, and you won't have to worry about it. Just saying. Do what you do. Much love and respect as always. My little dog wants me, so.